Hey folks, Captain Jack Morgan here, coming to you live from the ass end of nowhere, also known as my apartment's rooftop. Today we're hunting for that new comet everyone's been talking about. Jack adjusted his knockoff military cap and squinted through his telescope, the livestream counter ticking along at a modest 2,000 viewers. Not bad for a Tuesday night. 5 years since his dishonorable discharge, and here he was equipment he'd permanently borrowed from the Space Force repurposed for his moderately successful astronomy channel. Nothing yet. But wait, what the hell is that? The sky lit up as thousands of objects suddenly decelerated from FTL, the atmospheric friction creating a light show that put the aurora borealis to shame. Jack's viewer count jumped to 10,000 in seconds. Folks? I don't think that's a comet. Either we're witnessing the mother of all meteor showers, or yeah, I'm pretty sure those are ships. Jack's phone exploded with notifications as governments worldwide issued emergency alerts. The military channels he still illegally monitored crackled with panicked chatter. Damn, bringing out the big viewer numbers tonight. 60,000? Must be my charming personality. That's when every screen on Earth phones, computers, billboards flickered and displayed the same image, a humanoid figure with iridescent scales and too many eyes. Humans of terror. The creature hissed, its mandibles clicking. I am Grand Admiral Draz of the Galactic Hegemony. Your planet has been designated for immediate integration. Resistance is… Yeah, futile, we get it, Jack muttered, rolling his eyes at the camera. Buddy, we've seen this movie. At least be original. As if hearing him, Draz continued, resistance is inadvisable and will result in planetary sterilization rather than the beneficial subjugation we offer. You have 6 Earth rotations to surrender. We are broadcasting this message on all frequencies to ensure compliance. Jack's livestream now showed 500,000 viewers and climbing fast. Well, folks, Jack said, cracking open a beer. Looks like we've got front row seats to the apocalypse. Might as well enjoy the show. His phone rang a number he hadn't seen in years. Morgan? It's Colonel Reeves. Are you still broadcasting? Last I checked. Keep it that way. People need to see what's happening, unfiltered. We'll send someone your way. Jack chuckled darkly at his camera. Hear that, folks? Looks like Captain Jack's Space Corner just got drafted. Again. 24 hours later, Jack's rooftop had transformed into an impromptu command center. His viewer count had hit 150 million, and someone had started a drinking game based on his colorful commentary about the alien ships. And that one there, Jack pointed at a spindle-shaped vessel through his enhanced telescope, looks like what would happen if a porcupine mated with a disco ball. Drink. Lieutenant Alex Reed, the officer Reeves had sent, rolled her eyes. Can you take this seriously for 5 minutes? I got kicked out of the military for taking things too seriously, Lieutenant. Now I'm embracing my true calling as humanity's last comedian. Reed was all sharp angles and sharper glares, but Jack didn't miss how she hid her smirk. Your true calling is reaching more people than any official channel. We need that right now. Jack's phone chirped with a notification. Holy shit. The President just followed me on Instapic. The Secretary General too. Reed nodded. You've gone global, Morgan. The aliens had positioned themselves in low Earth orbit, occasionally sending scout ships to buzz major cities. Jack's stream had captured 3 of these flybys, his running commentary growing more irreverent with each pass. Ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon, if you look to your left, you'll see the 215 flight to human extinction performing a barrel roll over the Golden Gate Bridge. Wave to the nice genocidal maniacs, everyone. What Jack didn't expect was for the aliens to notice. During his 9th hour of continuous streaming, Grand Admiral Draz's face appeared again on screens worldwide. Humans of terror. It has come to our attention that you are not preparing for surrender, but are instead. Draz's many eyes blinked in what appeared to be confusion. Watching an entertainment program about our arrival? This disrespect will not. Jack, half drunk on lack of sleep and actual booze, interrupted. Hey folks, looks like we've got a special guest. Admiral Drizzle, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Reed choked on her coffee. Surrender coordinates have been transmitted to your world leaders. Draz continued stiffly. To comply or you'll what? Give us another boring speech. Look, buddy, if you're going to conquer Earth, at least make it interesting. Our viewers demand quality content. Jack's viewer count hit 500 million. The next morning, Captain Jack's Aliens was trending worldwide. Someone had created an auto-tuned remix of Draz's speech interspersed with Jack's commentary. Names of the alien ships with captions like "Came to conquer Earth" got roasted by a drunk ex-soldier, instead flooded the internet. This is working, Reed said, showing Jack the latest intelligence. They're confused. Their invasion protocols don't account for being mocked. The internet's greatest weapon. Jack nodded sagely, turning everything into a joke. That's when V. Patel, a civilian tech specialist with the NSA, burst onto the rooftop. Captain Morgan? I have an idea that's either brilliant or suicidal. Those are my favorite kind, Jack grinned, and call me Jack. Captain was last decade's mistake. He pushed up her neon-framed glasses. What if we broadcast your stream to their ships? You want to do what now? Jack stared at V like she'd suggested they invite the aliens down for tea. Broadcast your stream to their ships, V repeated, fingers flying across her tablet. They're monitoring our communications, right? So they're already getting some of it. But what if we hijacked their own communication systems and force-fed them the unfiltered view of humanity's response? Reed looked skeptical. That's not possible. Actually, it is. V grinned, the light from her tablet reflecting off her glasses. I've been analyzing their transmission patterns. Their tech is advanced, but not alien enough that I can't crack it. It's like they never expected to need security against the species they're conquering. Jack laughed. Arrogant bastards. Exactly, V nodded. And get this, they're hierarchical. Everything flows top down. If we can disrupt their information flow, we can create chaos, Reed finished, a slow smile spreading across her face. Within 6 hours, Operation Spotlight was born. V's team had constructed a makeshift broadcasting array from spare parts and Jack's equipment. The plan was simple. Use the aliens' own communication relays to bounce Jack's stream directly to their fleet. Testing. Can all the would-be conquerors hear me? Jack spoke into his microphone. Now enhanced with alien tech, V had somehow reverse-engineered. This is your friendly neighborhood human coming to you with a special broadcast. Today's topic: why invading Earth is the galaxy's worst career move. Aboard the Hegemony command ship, Commander Kraz stared in disbelief at the screens, suddenly displaying a human in a ridiculous hat, drinking something called PBR and making obscene gestures. How is this possible? He demanded of his communications officer. Shut it down. I can't, sir. The officer clicked anxiously. It's coming through all channels, even the restricted ones. On Earth. V pumped her fist. We're in. They're receiving the stream across their entire fleet. Jack raised his beer to the camera. Welcome, alien dudes and dudettes. Today we're going to talk about Earth's greatest weapon, our stubborn refusal to be intimidated. Exhibit at this broadcast. Reed watched the military feeds as confusion spread through the alien fleet. Some ships began moving erratically, breaking formation. It's working, she whispered. They don't know how to process this. He pointed excitedly at her screen. Look, I'm getting their internal comms now. Their command structure is freaking out. The lower-ranked ships are asking for instructions, but the higher-ups are too busy trying to block our signal to respond. Jack leaned into the camera. By the way, we couldn't help but notice those thermal exhaust ports on your destroyer-class vessels. Might want to cover those up. Very Death Star of you. Not that you get that reference, but trust me, it's not a compliment. On multiple alien ships, engineers scrambled to check the very vulnerability Jack had just casually mentioned, a weakness military intelligence had identified but hadn't been able to exploit. Commander Kraz was now face-to-face with Grand Admiral Draz via hologram, trying to explain the situation. The humans are mocking us, sir. They've infiltrated our communications and are broadcasting Entertainment. Impossible, Draz hissed. They are primitives who just hacked our supposedly unhackable network, Kraz replied, immediately regretting his tone. Back on Earth, Jack's stream had become a strategic asset. Military analysts were feeding him information about alien weaknesses, which he casually dropped into his rambling commentary, disguised as jokes. And that flagship with the fancy purple force field, might want to check your frequency modulators. They seem to flutter every time we broadcast a high-pitched signal. Not that we'd exploit that or anything. This is insane, Jack whispered as he adjusted his body camera. I'm a washed-up ex-Space Force captain with a drinking problem, not a commando. You're also the most recognized human face in the galaxy right now, Reed replied, checking her sidearm. And the aliens are watching your every move. Operation Spotlight had evolved into something bigger. With the aliens distracted by Jack's constant stream of information warfare, Earth's combined military forces had devised a counterattack. Their target, the alien command ship where Commander Kraz coordinated the invasion. The plan was audacious. While Jack continued his livestream, now watched by every human with internet access, and apparently most of the alien fleet, a small team would infiltrate the command ship. Jack, Reed, and V would be part of that team, along with a squad of special forces operators from a coalition of Earth nations. Remember, V said, adjusting her makeshift communication rig. Once we're aboard, I need 10 minutes to access their central network. From there, I can implant the virus that will corrupt their entire command structure. 10 minutes is a long time in enemy territory, Reed noted grimly. Jack grinned. That's why you brought me, right? I'm the distraction. The infiltration went smoother than expected, thanks to intelligence gathered from Jack's viewers. Thousands of amateur astronomers had been tracking alien patrol patterns and sharing them via a dedicated channel in Jack's stream chat. We're in, Reed whispered, as they slipped through an access port V had remotely unlocked. Jack kept his camera rolling, narrating in a stage whisper. Welcome to Extreme Home Invasion, Alien Edition. Today we're redecorating this lovely starship with some human ingenuity and good old-fashioned explosives. The team moved through the pulsing corridors, avoiding patrols with almost supernatural luck, though it wasn't luck at all. Jack's viewers were feeding them real-time intelligence, having collectively mapped most of the ship's layout from various leaked visuals. Left at the next junction, V directed, consulting her tablet. The command center should be 2 levels up. They were halfway to their objective when disaster struck. A patrol of 4 aliens rounded the corner, their insectoid eyes widening at the sight of humans aboard their vessel. Hello there. Jack stepped forward, camera trained on the aliens. We're here for the tour? The Conquer Earth exhibit? The aliens raised their weapons, but seemed momentarily confused by Jack's casual demeanor and the fact that he was broadcasting their images to millions of humans. You know what I've been wondering? Jack continued, backing up slowly as Reed and the others readied for combat. Do you guys have memes? Because humanity would love to introduce you to this one. He pulled out his phone and played the now famous clip of Grand Admiral Draz's speech remixed with fart sounds, which had somehow become Earth's unofficial resistance anthem. The aliens' confusion gave Reed just enough time to act. Stun grenades flashed, and the Special Forces team made quick work of the patrol. Did you just defeat an alien patrol with a meme? He asked, incredulous. Information warfare at its finest, Jack winked at his camera. Remember, folks, aliens may have death rays, but they have no defense against humanity's greatest weapon, our terrible sense of humor. They reached the command center, and V immediately got to work, plugging her equipment into what appeared to be a data terminal. I need 10 minutes, she repeated. You have 5. Reed countered as alarms began blaring. Jack positioned himself at the entrance, still streaming. While we wait for the tech magic to happen, let me give you all a tour of alien interior design. Notice the organic-looking controls, the pulsing light fixtures, very HR. Giga meets IKEA. 0 stars would not recommend. Commander Kraz himself appeared at the far end of the corridor, flanked by guards. The broadcasting human. Hey, it's my biggest fan. Jack waved cheerfully. Folks at home, meet Commander Kraz, who's about to learn why invading Earth was a terrible career move. A upload complete. V shouted triumphantly as her virus flooded the alien network. Jack kept his camera trained on Commander Kraz, whose multiple eyes were now darting between holographic alerts appearing all around him. Looks like our friend is having a bad day at the office. What V had uploaded wasn't just a simple virus, it was Earth's ultimate psychological weapon. Every screen aboard every alien vessel was now bombarded with an endless stream of Earth's most confusing, contradictory, and chaotic content. Cat videos played alongside philosophical debates. Cooking shows interspersed with quantum physics lectures. Political arguments from every side of every spectrum. Reality TV, TikTok dances, true crime documentaries, and through it all, Jack's livestream continued, providing running commentary. We call this Operation Media Blitz, Jack explained to his audience, now including confused aliens across the fleet. Turns out your hierarchical brains aren't designed to process humanity's information chaos. We thrive in it. You guys? Not so much. Commander Kraz was experiencing the digital equivalent of a nervous breakdown. Shut it down. Shut everything down. Can't do that, Commander, Jack said, stepping forward confidently. You're going viral. Back on Earth, military command centers watched in amazement as the alien fleet fell into disarray. Ships were breaking formation, communications dissolved into confusion, and some vessels appeared to be powering down completely. Raid's tactical display showed the chaos spreading through the fleet. It's working better than we expected. Their entire command structure relies on clear instructions from above. With all this noise, they can't tell what's an order and what's an Earth meme about cats wanting cheeseburgers. V finished, grinning. Jack was now face to face with Commander Kraz, his camera capturing the alien's growing distress. You know what your biggest mistake was? Day, Jack asked. All trace of humor gone from his voice. You assumed that because we fight amongst ourselves, we're weak. You didn't realize that arguing is our natural state. We debate, we challenge, we question everything including authority. Your society can't handle that. Ours is built on it. Kraz's mandibles clicked in agitation. The hegemony has conquered 1,000 worlds, but none like Earth. Jack interrupted. We're not special because we're powerful. We're special because we're adaptable. We've survived ice ages, plagues, our own stupidity, and we're still here. And now, we've adapted to you. Reed received word through her comms. Earth forces are launching the counter-offensive. All major alien installations are showing the same system failures. Jack's livestream had become Earth's most powerful weapon. Viewers were identifying alien tactical patterns faster than military analysts could, sharing their observations in the chat, which Reed's team then converted into actionable intelligence. They always angled their shields before firing. The command ships always move in groups of 3. Their targeting systems recalibrate every 7.6 seconds. There's a blind spot. It was crowd-sourced warfare, with millions of humans working together to spot weaknesses the aliens never thought to hide. Grand Admiral Draz appeared on a holographic display, his image distorted by V's virus. Commander Kraz. Explain this chaos. Jack stepped into view of the hologram. He can't explain it, Admiral. That's the point. Humanity is chaos incarnate. We're unpredictable, stubborn, and really bad at following orders, especially from oversized bugs trying to steal our planet. Commander Kraz had been taken into custody. Grand Admiral Draz's flagship was retreating from Earth orbit, along with what remained of the once mighty invasion fleet. Jack's livestream viewer count had stabilized at around 4 billion, roughly half of Earth's population. So, that's it, folks, Jack said, sitting cross-legged on the command deck of the captured alien vessel. The Galactic Hegemony is running away with their tails between their legs or whatever appendages they have back there. Reed approached, looking uncharacteristically pleased. We just received the official surrender transmission. They're declaring Earth a quarantine threat zone, too unpredictable to be worth conquering. First sensible thing they've said, Jack nodded, then turned back to his camera. You hear that, everyone? We won because we were too weird to defeat. I've never been prouder. She was busy downloading everything she could from the alien databases. This technology is amazing. We're going to leap forward centuries overnight. And the best part, Jack added, is that it all happened on livestream. The first interstellar war, broadcast in real time with commentary. Take that, alien censorship. Grand Admiral Draz had requested one final communication before the Hegemony fleet jumped to FTL. Jack, now unofficially Earth's extraterrestrial ambassador by virtue of being its most famous broadcaster, took the call. Admiral, leaving so soon? The party's just getting started. Draz's many eyes narrowed. You have no idea what you've done, human. The Hegemony has ruled the galaxy for 10,000 years. No species has ever resisted us successfully. Then it was about time someone did. Jack shrugged, to consider it a learning experience. This is not over, Draz hissed. The galaxy will hear of Earth's defiance. Jack grinned at his camera. That's the plan, actually. Are we ready? Bee gave a thumbs up from her improvised workstation. Broadcasting now. Your signal is being carried through the Hegemony's own relay network to every world in their territory. Jack adjusted his cap and faced the camera solemnly. To anyone out there receiving this message, my name is Jack Morgan of Earth. Today, our planet successfully resisted the Galactic Hegemony. If they're occupying your world, know this: they can be beaten. They don't understand chaos. They don't understand resilience. They certainly don't understand memes. But we do, and we're willing to share what we've learned. Admiral Draz's hologram flickered as he realized what was happening. You're inciting rebellion across the galaxy. I prefer to call it creating content, Jack winked. 6 months later, Jack Morgan's stream had become Earth Broadcasting Network, the first human media outlet with an interstellar audience. Reports of hegemony worlds declaring independence arrived daily, each resistance movement citing the Earth method of information warfare. Jack, now with a proper studio instead of a rooftop, signed off his daily broadcast with his new catchphrase, "Remember, galaxy, they declared Earth's fall, but humanity answered with a live stream. And we're still broadcasting." His viewer count now included non-human subscribers from 12 former hegemony worlds. Victory, it seemed, had gone viral.